So next is Dandeli. Dandeli is in Karnataka. It's a guided tour again by Shantanu, and the dates are 14th to 16th of April. Again, guaranteed to go as long as we have two people at a slightly higher price because per person price goes up. It is ex-Goa, so you need to book your flights really fast to Goa and back. Although April is not such a hot, I mean, it's a hot month, but it's not hot for Goa in a sense that it's not the peak time for Goa. And we stay in a Kadumane homestay, which actually, Shantanu will tell you why Kadumane homestay and what all we're going to do here. So the best thing about Dandeli is that we can do night walks, and I have to tell you about some of my experiences of this place. Is there a problem with anybody? Salil?
Yes, sir.
I think Salil is. Sir, can you be on mute? Thank you. Okay. So, sorry, friends. So, Dandeli is a place for night walks. I remember going there first time when I was, I think it was probably 1990. It was almost many years ago. And we were staying in this place that belonged to forest department, and there was a stream, little nala running through that through the property and meeting the river, and it started to rain, and that nala became like a mini river. So the chowkidar of that area, of that house, took a few buckets, and that bucket had wire mesh in it, and he put those buckets in that flowing water to collect crabs. So all we did in the rain was we sat out, collected crabs, and later fried them and used all the local spices, and they were delicious. At that point of time, I was not vegetarian, so I used to eat meat. And Shantanu, you want to take over and talk about these wine snakes and these gliding frogs and the birds in the day. I'll tell you. Let me focus on. Let me just quickly tell you about this bird. This bird I took while it was roosting at night. It was only 8 inches away from my face and was roosting, and I didn't use the flash or anything. And I took a photo of this bird while I was sleeping. I was too close for comfort. Whole lot of birds at one point of time were being captured by bahelias, by trappers, because when the birds roost, they don't move at all, and trappers can just go and catch them. So these are some of the sites that you'll see in Dandeli when you carry your flashlights, your torches, and then you go looking for various species. It's quite a crazy experience because all your 5 senses melt, and you don't know whether you're hearing or listening or tasting or what is it that you're doing. The sheer power of that darkness in the jungle is too overwhelming. Go right ahead, Shantanu.
Yeah, hi. Dandeli is a part of the Western Ghats of India. Now, Western Ghats is one of the hottest hotspots. There are different animals that have to be seen in the day, different in the night, and all of them are unique. Some of them are unique to the place that you're seeing. Hence, many of the taxa that you're going to see are either going to be threatened, endangered, or not even described to size. I'll give an example of Western Ghats. A couple of days back, I was in Goa. I shot a lizard, a gecko. And when I came back and tried finding out identity, I found it was new to science. So that is the kind of taxa you might expect in Dandeli. One. Number two, Western Ghats is known for its birds. and animals too. What happens normally during the night are two things. A, some of the nocturnal animals, mainly amphibians, reptiles, they are active in the night. Means that since you are carrying a torch or there is a specific source of light, you are concentrating your senses to one specific place where these animals are. Hence, you get to see more. So a lot of photos that are gonna follow after this are gonna be creatures that are specific to that region, the Western Ghats. The next photo, as Mohit was showing you, was of a vine snake. There are 14 vine snakes in India, 14 different subspecies of Ayatollah species. Ayatollah is the name of the family, and species are separate. Right now, there are 14. Very small differences here and there. And not even they are called green vine snakes. They are also called whip snakes. They are not only green, they are also brown. They are beautiful creatures. Venomous, yes, not to us, but to their prey. During the day, they normally lie about, and during the night, they go about their hunting. Uh, so these kind of snakes and even Malabar pit vipers, you get to see a very close quarters. Tree frog, arboreal like Malabar gliding frog. Probably Mohit would have another photo of Malabar gliding frog there. Malabar gliding frog during the day is difficult to see. This one because it is a tree frog. It stays in the canopies. In the evening and in the night, it comes down either to breed or to catch insects in near a water body. So they are beautiful frogs, and they are called gliding frogs because they have skin between the fingers of their feet, based on which they can glide small distances. These are beautiful creatures. Barring that, there yes, this is a paradise flycatcher, Indian paradise flycatcher, ubiquitous all over India, but beautiful bird nonetheless. What is more interesting in this picture is that it is sitting on some kind of moss, which could be indigenous to that place, or it could be some moss that has not been studied. That is, those are the beautiful things that you find in Western Ghats. Mohit, can you shift over next page? Yeah, this is a Oriental white eye, uh, Indian white eye, I think they call it now.
And this is,
Beautiful.
yeah, it's a white-browed bulbul. So,
This is a white-browed bulbul.
oh, sorry, yellow-brown.
Yeah, the
Yellow.
yellow-browed bulbul. The nice thing about it is that you'll see it less, you'll hear it more. It stays in the bushes, has got a beautiful call. And when it calls, you can find out that yes, it is there in that specific place. And then you keep on observing that place, all of a sudden this thing will keep out. Next photo, please.
So I think we're done with the photos, Shantanu. What is
Yeah.
important is that people have questions to ask. They can ask. I put in. So how about shall I share this file with everyone then? And then people can go through it at leisure when they're through with this, so they know what it costs and whatever information they want.
I would suggest you upload this file somewhere in the cloud and share the link so that people can not
I
only
will
go
do
through
that.
it, they can also share the link with other interested people.
I will do that. I'll do that. I will do that. Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Any
So
specific questions about the night trails? Because they are one of the most interesting things ever.
yeah, any participant wants to ask any questions?
So I have a question that do you need any sort of kind like leech socks and gum boots for this tour? Means for the safety purpose actually. What should I carry?
So it's a good thing to carry your lead socks, and you don't need very high boots, but you do need boots that cover your ankles. So if you've got good walking shoes which cover your ankles, then you more or less protected.
I would add on to this.
Yeah.
Look, for any hunting trip, that's a monsoon trip in Western Ghats, leeches would be there. And things like leech socks, high ankle boots, they can kind of bring the number of leeches down, but they will not be able to eradicate the leeches. They will be there. they will suck your blood and they will drop off. So after a certain period of time, you will ignore them. They are not unsafe or anything unless you're trying to take them away or you're plucking them away. When they kind of, regurgitate the blood that they have taken in, and along with that, there are some bacteria that comes into it. There are other ways of getting leeches off. Number two is about leech socks. No, you do not really need leech socks. You can carry any of the socks excepting an ankle sock. Your school socks or football socks is good. And spray some Dettol water on it. It will work as good.
Yeah.
Or
The simple things, if you take, some tobacco and just rub some tobacco over, any wound or something and put a piece of paper on it with the saliva on it, it'll just stop. Nothing will
yeah, yeah.
happen.
So
Yeah,
that is
so no
two.
big deal.
And number three is that what is more important is keep your t-shirt tucked into your pants. It's funny, but what happens is leeches try to go to warm areas, right? So when they cannot go up because you are wearing your socks, these socks, and you're wearing your gun boots, you keep on climbing. Then reaches the belt level, and then you got t-shirt outside. So it will climb to your belly and get stuck there. So even if the t-shirts are tucked in, there's got more way to travel, and probably drop off from there only.
Yeah, usually they don't even reach your knees, if they're climbing from the ground. So they drop off much before that. But that's not something that we're going to discuss in detail here because,
Yeah,
it's
but this is not a very big
hardly an
thing. This
issue.
is not a
Yeah,
very big problem.
exactly. Exactly.
You'll get used to it.
Yeah.